Video, let us see about how to delete a node from our linked list. So for insertion in the last video, what was the condition that we have to check out first for the insertion? We will be checking out whether a while is equal to null. If a while is equal to null, what is the condition? So it means that the memory is full and we tell that it is an overflow condition. A new node cannot be created. So hope you can recollect it. Now, for a deletion to happen, first we want a node in a linked list, right? So if the linked list is empty, then we cannot perform the deletion operation. The variable start indicates the first node of the linked list. Hope you can recollect it. So if the start is equal to null, then what does it mean is, if start is null, then there is no node in the linked list. There is no node in the linked list, right? So the first condition to check out before you perform the deletion is, the step 1 is you have to check out if start is equal to null. If start is equal to null, then you have to print that it is the overflow condition. Okay, fine. Now let us see different cases of deletion. So there are 3 cases. So case 1 is the deleting the first node. Okay, so deletion of first node. Then the case 2 is the last node deletion. Okay, we'll be deleting the last node of the linked list. And the case 3 is a node after a given node is deleted. Okay, so node after a given node is deleted. Okay, so now let us see the cases one by one. Okay, so now first let us move on to the first case. So what is the case 1? So performing the deletion, deleting the first node of the linked list. Okay, so now let us have for an example a simple linked list. So this is the linked list that we have, and the last node of the linked list next pointer will point to the null, and we use a variable called as start to indicate the first node of the linked list. Okay, so now what is the other variable that we'll be using? We'll be using a variable called as ptr, which will point to each and every node of the linked list. Okay, so if you have to traverse from one node to the other node, we write like ptr is equal to ptr's next. Okay, so hope you are now familiarized with all the basic concepts. Now let us write down the step 1 for the deletion operation. So what is my step 1? As I've told you, first I have to check out whether my start is equal to null. If start is equal to null, what do I write down? I write down it is an underflow condition. That means that there is no node in the linked list. Only if there is a node in a linked list, I'll be able to perform the deletion operation, right? So now my step 2 is I have to make the pointer variable ptr to point to my start. So I'll make ptr to point to the start. Okay, so which node am I supposed to delete? I have to delete this first node. So if I have to delete this first node, then I should make this start variable to point to what? The next node. I should make the next node as what? Start. Okay, so that I can delete this node. Okay, so what do I make now is, in step 3 I make my start. Okay, so start will now point to starts next. Okay, so this node is called as what? Starts next. Hope you got it. Okay, so this is called as starts next. So my start is now pointed to starts next. Okay, starts next is now going to be the start. So now if I have to delete this node, I can delete this node by deleting the ptr, right? So how do I write down is, I write free ptr. It means that the node has been deleted. Okay, so this is how the deletion operation is performed in the linked list. The first node is deleted. Let us see the case 2. So how do we delete the last node of the linked list? Okay, so let us take some simple linked list. Okay, fine. Now, how do we delete the last node of the linked list? If I have to delete the last node of this linked list, I have to delete it. I have to delete the last node of the linked list, right? So if I have to delete the last node of the linked list, what is the condition that has to come into your mind? If this node is deleted, then this node will become the last node, right? So what is the condition for the last node in a single linked list? So if it is a last node, then the next pointer should always point toward null. Yes? So hope you remember this. So now can we just start writing down the pseudocode? So first I have to traverse until I find the last node of the linked list, right? So how do I traverse? So here what are the variables that we require? We'll require the variable called as start and then ptr, and as I wanted a previous node to point to null, I'll use a variable pre-ptr too. Okay, so what is meant by pre-ptr? The pre-ptr will point to the node which the ptr was already pointing to. Okay, and we'll make the ptr also to point to the start. Okay, so now let us write down the step 1. Okay, so step 1, what do we check out for deletion? Whether my start is equal to null. If start is equal to null, what is the condition? It is the overflow condition, right? Now what is my step 2? I should make the ptr to point now to the start. Okay, and now let us make traversal. So how do I perform the traversal? So I have to traverse until the end of the linked list. So check out whether ptr's next is equal to null. If ptr's next is equal to null, then it means that it has reached the end of the list, right? So when ptr's next, if it is not equal to null, then I have to perform the traverse operation. So how do I write step 3? So step 3, so while my ptr's next is not equal to null, okay, now what do I perform? I have to perform the traversal. So I make my ptr now to point toward ptr's next, and then I make my pre-ptr to point now to ptr, right? So now here comes the ptr, say for example, and here is your pre-ptr. Okay, it has come to a place that it has reached the last node. Yes, so ptr's next is pointing now to null. If ptr's next is pointing now to null, okay, so this condition fails. So now I should make my pre-ptr. So this node is called as what? This node is called as the pre-ptr, right? So this pre-ptr's next, I should make it now to point to what? Null. So how do I write down? So if this condition fails, now I write down as step 4 that pre-ptr's next is now pointing to null. Okay, now I should delete this node, right? So how do I delete this node entirely? I can delete this node if I write free ptr, right? So we'll write down and step 5 free ptr. Then we will exit. So this is how the deletion happens in the end of a single linked list. Okay, fine. Now let us see how does a deletion happen after a given node. So deleting, case 3 is deleting after a, so say that we have to delete a node after a node called as ptr. Okay, so let us take an example. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the linked list. Now let us write down the variables that we use: start, ptr, and this node will mark the end of the linked list, right? Okay, so now I have to delete the node after a given node, and let us say that I have to delete the node after the node 2. Okay, so I have to delete after node 2. So this is a node which I am supposed to delete it. Okay, fine. So how do I delete it? So what is the step 1? So step 1 is, so first I have to check out whether the linked list exists or not. So how do I check out whether the linked list exists? So if start is equal to null, then it means that under flow there is no node in the linked list, right? So what is going to be my step 2? Step 2, I'll assign the variable ptr with the start and then pre-ptr with the ptr. Okay. Now, what is the next condition? So I have to check out whether my pre-PTR's data. So now let us move. So this is your PTR and now this will become the pre-PTR. Okay. And here it is pre-PTR now and this becomes the PTR, right? So this is how it traverses. Now what is my condition? First I have to check out whether my pre-PTR's data is equal to the number. Okay, so if my pre-PTR's data is equal to the number, then what do I do is I have to perform the deletion after the given node say 2. Okay, so what's the condition? I'll write down while pre-PTR's data, if it is not equal to the number, okay, say 2. So say that the first node, it is not equal to the number, say 2. Then what do? You have to now perform the traversal, right? You have to move. So how do we perform? We make pre-PTR now to point to PTR and we make the PTR to point to now what? PTR's next, right? And now let us write down how do we perform the deletion, right? So we will write down the step 4. So if I have to delete this node, how do I delete this node? I have to make a connection from my pre-PTR's next to point to whom, what is this node called as? If this is the PTR, this node is called as the PTR's next. Okay, so if this is my PTR, this node is called as the PTR's next. So I should make my pre-PTR's next. Okay, this is my pre-PTR. I should make my pre-PTR's next to point now to whom? The PTR's next. So this is the PTR and this is going to be my PTR's next. So we'll write down as step 4. So step 4, if the pre-PTR's data is equal to the number, then I make the pre-PTR's next to point now to the PTR's next. Okay, so that's it, and then we can free the PTR. Okay, so we can free the PTR and we can exit. So this is how the deletion operation is performed after a given node. Okay, so if you have to perform the deletion before a given node, how do you perform? You have to perform the deletion before the PTR. So what is the only change that you have to make out is, instead of the pre-PTR's data, you write PTR's data is not equal to the number. So this is all with the deletion operation of the single linked list.